Virgo, this is your weekly storytime message. I'm doing a little different this week. I'm going to use an oracle deck this week, and I'm going to use the messages of love oracle cards. I'm just going to use a few clarifiers during the reading to see what messages Spirit has for you here. Believe in your own magic. This is the deck I'm using tonight for your reading. Okay. Spirit, give me a message for the Virgos. And this, if you're new to my channel, you don't know what this storytime message, I'm going to use a whole deck, okay? And I'm going to see what messages Spirit has for you, okay? What are the messages, Spirit, that you want me to talk to Virgo about? What is this discussion tonight about? Believing in your own magic, Virgo. What is this about tonight, okay? You know, I go through the whole deck without pulling anything. I've already pre-shuffled and I shuffled so you could see, and I'm going to pull a few of the messages of love oracle cards. So get yourself a drink. I have me a boiler maker here. You know what a boiler maker is? Put it in the comments. I have a boiler maker going on right here. All right. So what are the messages that Spirit has for you, Virgo? The first card we have here is raindrops. Take a chance on them, Virgo. Okay. Take a chance. And we have here nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Okay. So we have raindrops. You're thinking about somebody in your life. It could be anybody. Okay. And you're talking to friends about this person. Okay. Conversation, whatever it is you're talking about, is between you and your friends or whatever. You could be seeing the number 33 a lot, or 3s and 4s or whatever. And we have storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Spirit, you're talking to your friends and you tell them, look, I took a chance on this person because I thought that this person loved me and wanted to be with me or whatever. And, you're no longer with this person. Okay. You're sitting down with your girlfriends or your guy friends and you're talking about the stuff. Oh, I miss him or I miss her, whatever, and we're not together anymore. And they're just telling you, you just got to take it day by day. I understand how you feel. I've been in connections and relationships before and I got hurt, but I'm here to tell you, you'll get over this. I was doing a personal reading for somebody the other night. It was a male, as a matter of fact. And I told him in the reading about a situation when I was younger, how somebody broke my heart on Valentine's Day and wanted this, because I was really, really heavily into Michael Bolton back then. I still am a huge Michael Bolton fan. So one of the songs I listened to that night when I got home, I was crying my eyes out, was Time, Love, and Tenderness. And I will always remember what he said in that song. The hurt won't last forever. Okay. So this person is telling you, or you've told this person, look, girl, you ain't got to worry about it. I know what you're going through, but remember, you're not always going to feel this way. Okay. If this storm will come to an end, you got some raindrops, you're crying, or whatever. I understand what you're going through, but you need to stop talking about this motherfucker. Okay. You need to get up, dry your eyes, and go on about your life. Okay. If this person wanted to walk out of your life, let them go. Okay. Doesn't mean that's the last tool in the shed. There's plenty of people here. It's plenty of fish in the motherfucking sea. Okay. Just got to be patient. Lavender, surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with your girlfriends or your guy friends. Go out and enjoy life. Don't just give up on life. And bury yourself under a bushel because this person walked out of your life. Fuck him. Fuck her. That's not the last person that's going to ever love you. Love yourself first, okay? You sit down and have good conversations with your friends. You kick down, you have your drinks, you do whatever. Your boiler makers, whatever it is you're sipping on. And you're having a good time together, okay? But chill out. And you're there to support one another, okay? This could be a group thing. You're talking to your friends about situations in your life. You talk to each other. You all have been through the same stuff, different cycles over and over and over again. Okay. It's okay to mourn. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to shed a tear, but don't stay stuck. Okay. Lioness. Be a lioness. You have earned all of those motherfucking stripes. Yes, you have. You have earned every bit of what it is you're going through. You gained this clarity and this strength in your life. Tell your story to other people. Share your story with one another. Support one another through this situation that you're going through. Everybody has a broken heart, has been broken at least one point in time in their life. Support each other. Okay. I'm hearing something too. even if you are a male and a female best friend, support each other. You may support each other differently because you're a male and a female, but that still doesn't mean you can't be there for one another. Male going to see it one way, female is going to see it another. But that doesn't mean that heartbreak is so different. It's not, we're all human, okay? Flower. Be honest with yourself. You knew that this relationship you wasn't blessed. You knew that this relationship was not blessed. You knew that this was a relationship you should never have had stayed in the first place. That's your intuition telling you. That's something that you already knew. Hold up. I knew I shouldn't have got with that person. I'm gonna say something. I knew that this person was cheating on me. I felt it. I knew it when he wouldn't answer my phone call, when he stayed gone all night long, when he told me he was going to the store, going to work out late, whatever, going to work out somewhere, and didn't come home to 2 days later. You know he's out there fucking somebody else. You knew. Young, no matter how young you are, you knew this person was no good for you, male or female. Throne, your potential is endless. It's like you get with these people, okay? These true people who are with you, your friends, your sisters, whoever, your brothers, whoever it is that are in your life, who have your back and you got their back. They'll call and say, well, look, so-and-so cheated on me, or I found out he gave me some sort of STD, or where that motherfucker at. Let's go drive up on his motherfucking ass and put holes in his motherfucking tire. Whatever. I'm not saying that's an okay thing to do, but when you hyped up and you got your crew and they got your back, anything can happen, male or female. I don't think a male will go and slash a tire. Some of them may, some of them are just that jacked up, but women, yeah, they can do some damage. I think women fight real dirty. Some of them do. I always tell my daughter, you got to be careful with the people you toggle with at school, because women, they are the most, the most dirtiest fighters. They'll pull out your hair, they'll yank that earring out your ears, and she got a nose ring, they'll yank that bitch out in the motherfucking minute. They won't think twice about it. They're gonna fight as dirty as they possibly can. And their mouths are atrocious. Okay? So when you get with these people, your potential is endless. You can potentially do anything with your crew, because your true crew got your back. I'm not talking about that fair weather friend who you hardly ever speak to or talk to. You can text her or him on the phone and say, well, yeah, I found out that Mike cheated on me or something. You won't hear from them for 2 or 3 weeks, if at all. But you got that down person that's down for you. They're gonna text you back or call you, hey, what's up? I'll come over there. Let's chill out. Let's have a drink. Let's eat some ice cream. Let's talk about it. Let's watch some Lifetime movies. Let's listen to some music, whatever. They're gonna get you through that moment, just like you're gonna get them through that moment. Okay. Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. If some of you, if you don't have any girlfriends or true down for you kings or queens who are with you every step of the way, when you go through some shit, it's okay to celebrate life by yourself. Don't just sit there and soak and fade away in hermit mode. We talked about that hermit mode yesterday. Get the hell up out of that hermit. Don't let being a natural born hermit, don't use that as a crutch, okay? Especially if you're by yourself, if you're single and you don't think you have anybody, you can still do it on your feast. Experience the feast of life by yourself. You don't always need people, but if you got that crew, okay, if you don't have that crew and you're by yourself, you can still celebrate life, okay? You can still, I'm not going to say that. You can still stab those motherfucking tires. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying, and when you're in the heat of the moment, anything can happen, okay? Just forget what I said about the tires things, okay? All right. Because some people do that. Okay. We have gray. Endings are inevitable. Okay. Some things are never meant to be. Some things are always not meant to be. I'll put it that way. Okay. Sometimes they're in our lives for a reason, or for a season, for us to learn something. What is it that you learned from this relationship that made you see and understand how you need to be treated in your next relationship? You already know from based on past experiences. I'm not going to go through that anymore. Because if that person cheat on me, or if that person doesn't answer my phone call or stay gone, dislocated from me for 2 or 3 days, I already know the 411. I'm up. I'm done. Okay? It's okay to be by yourself. Okay? Put it that way. Voyage. You already have all the answers. Yeah, you do. Because you're very, very intuitive. You already have all the answers as what you need to be doing in your life. It may be a hard pill for you to swallow, but you know that there's something else that you're destined to do because of it, even if it means going at it alone. Now, the cards have switched up. We have people in our lives, okay? But some of us don't have a good friend. Some of us don't have family members. Some of us are single, okay? And we have to go at it alone, but you already know what you need to do. Paint the sun back into your sky, even if you have to do it by your motherfucking self. Even if you have to do it by yourself, Virgo, you can do it. Because once you do it, once you start rebuilding your life, that's when you're going to pull other energies. That's when other people are going to see, oh, that's a cool ass chick. Let me go holler at her. Let me go spend some time with her and get to know her. Because I don't have no good female friends in my life. I don't have our guys. I don't have any good buddies in my life, any good bros I can hang out and chill with. Okay. Once you change your life and change how you see yourself, people are going to flock to you from your energy, okay? From your energy alone. I heard that. From your energy alone, okay? Justice is coming for you in every aspect of your life. Somebody is changing their wardrobe, changing the way they look, changing their hair colors, maybe getting braids, wearing your heels, dressing up just to go to the supermarket. And that's when you're opening up and you're doing something, you're making yourself more presentable. You're opening yourself up to allow somebody to come into your life. Looking in that closet, seeing what you can wear. Okay. Morning, the world awaits you. All you got to do is open up and see that bright sunlight and walk on out that door. And meet and greet. Start meeting and greeting other people. And I'm not talking about potential lovers. I'm talking about friends, good, wholesome friends. I still have the same friends, you all, that I have from the 6th grade when I was younger. And we all right at 48 years old. Okay. I still have my same wholesome friends. I have a few new friends in my life, but I still got those same people who I know I can count on. I can't say that I can't count on my new people, my new friends, because I've gained some new people, some new friends since I've been doing this channel. Okay. I have 3 of them that I talk to quite often. And we talk and laugh and share personal stories with each other. We support each other, even over the phone. You can always be blessed with some good people in your life. If you good people, you can draw in good people as well. Believe that. Okay. You don't always have to be alone. If you have good friends and you don't talk to them because of work situations, because family situations, they're married, you in relationships are married, you can always have that one person or 2 or 3 that can fill that void. Okay. There's always somebody there who can be your friend. Library, take control of your own narrative. Tell your story, okay? Don't let somebody have control over you like a motherfucking puppet, okay? Time is over for all this shit. Stop letting people control you. If this person is no longer in your life, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. Even if they keep calling you and whatever the situation is, stop allowing this person's energy to control. Stop allowing the love you have or recently had for this person is digested now for you. Allow this person's energy to keep controlling you. Take control of your own destiny. Take control of your own narrative. Okay. We have basic bitch. Remember to practice self-love. Okay. Remember to practice that self-love. And it starts with you creating your own narrative and stop letting people be a fucking being a mat. What do you call it? When a mat, whatever mat, when you let people walk all over you, okay? Stop that, okay? Honestly, I remember I was going through some things with my daughter's father. That was, gosh, she was 2. No, she was a baby, about 6 or 7 months. I finally broke up with him because he was abusive. And I remember her, because I was working and he wasn't. And she told me, stop letting him pimp you, and I kind of got an idea what she meant by that, and that kind of pissed me off and that kind of hurt my feelings, but she was right. We can't allow people to walk all over us, to be a doormat, right? To be a doormat for people, we have to learn from our mistakes. We have to learn when somebody is abusive, we have to learn how to walk away. I did not want to be a single parent, but here I am, 48 years old. My daughter's 17. I'm a single parent, but we're making it without his punk ass not in our lives. Okay. So we have to realize that we are more than a conqueror. We always don't give ourselves credit. Okay. But then I have to remind myself, my brother stopped working. You've heard me talk about my bougie ass sister-in-law. I call her a bougie bitch. He stopped working and she was taking care of the household. I reminded myself, I wanted my mother to tell her, stop letting your husband pimp you, but there's neither here nor there. I'm sure she didn't. But anyway, y'all. Okay. Yeah, morning. The world awaits you. The new you, the improved you, the more positive outlook on life you. Okay. The more earthly Virgo, male or female you. Okay. Princess or prince. You can be your own knight. You don't need clarification, anything. You don't need anybody to dignify who you are. You can do that your damn self. Okay. Very well. Remember to practice self-love because you are not a basic bitch. Period. Okay. And I'm not calling you a bitch. And we have shark. Swim away from this situation. Swim away from situations and people that don't serve you. If they don't serve you, they don't deserve you, walk the fuck away. Say, hold up. Now you've been out of my life 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 2 months, 2 days, 2 hours, 2, motherfucker. Back the fuck up. Okay? Back up. They trying to explain. You ain't got to explain shit to me. I don't need to hear it. I'm not a basic bitch. Back the fuck up. Get away from me. Okay? And you wake up in the morning. I had a motherfucking V8 last night. And I was so happy I kicked that motherfucker to the curb. Okay? Universe, we're all just stardust. We're all just open up and let it flow. Let it flow. Tony Braxton, let it flow. And we have here protest. Start a revolution, in your community. Talk to younger girls. You've been through some things in your relationships when you first began, dealing with a man or a woman, or how it is when you first meet somebody, when you first hook up with somebody, when you had that first taste of sex and you thought that person was the end all be all. Share with young people, maybe big brothers and big sisters. Get in the community and be a shoulder for somebody to cry on when they in their first relationship, because it's inevitable. It's rare that you find somebody, your first love, that you marry that person and you spend the rest of your life. But it's rare to find something like that. So those kind of relationships are so intensified. We've been there. Us older people, we've been there, so we can share the knowledge that we've known. And we can't say break up with this person or whatever they're going to do if they want to do, because the hormones are raging. But the best we can do, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, big brothers, big sisters, whoever, child or teenager from your preteen from your neighborhood or church or whatever, talk to them. Find a way to help them get through the pain that you experienced, because you probably never had that help. Let them know and understand, I've been there before. I know exactly how you feel. It's amplified to the 10th power. But when you get older, the hurt won't last forever. I'm telling you that right now. It won't last forever. Okay? Help them be the buffer for this person, because they probably can't get it anywhere else. They probably can't talk to their parent about certain things out of fear of being judged. Okay? Evil queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. Tell him, okay? You deserve to be treated better. I know you don't see that now, but 10, 15 years, 20, 30 years, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. You're not going to remember this. You may remember it, but it's not going to hurt at all. Fuck that bastard, okay? Release your guilt. Somebody's holding on to some guilt about a sister, okay, about a female or brotherly love that got tarnished or something didn't turn out. You feel that maybe somebody made a bad decision. They wanted to talk to somebody, didn't have anybody to talk about. Maybe they got unplanned pregnancy when they were younger. I should have talked to my sister. I could have told my brother. I could have taught them better, but I didn't, okay? So you got to release that guilt, because you've been through before. You know that feeling, okay? But sometimes you just got to let go and let them handle situations, especially if someone didn't want to listen to your sound advice. And you tried to tell them they don't want to listen, but they have to experience the shit on their own. And then they're going to say, I wish I could have listened, but don't feel guilty about that. That's not your fault. And remind them, if they're feeling guilty, you can't feel guilty about it. It happened. Let's move. Let's find a way to get through this together. I'll help you as best I can. Okay. But you got to take my advice. All right. You got to learn when somebody tells you something's for your own good. It's not to judge you. It's not to put a guilt trip on you. It's to let you know, I've been through that too. I've been through something similar. Let's get through this together. Okay. Villain. You can always rewrite the story. The story that you've written up until this point, You can always change. You can always go back and make corrections. You can always say, well, I'm going to put this off and do what I need to do to correct myself and go back and finish my story. It doesn't always have to be bad. It doesn't always have to be good. It doesn't have to always have a bad ending or a good ending. Sometimes Cinderella is not going to keep that motherfucking glass slipper. Sometimes she's not going to keep the prince. The prince going to punch her in the motherfucking face. She may go and sleep with the damn butler. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always going to be a fairy tale. Okay, I think Fantasia had that movie, Fantasia Barrino's story. Life is not a fairy tale, not always. You're going to have some bumps and bruises sometimes. It's not a good thing, no. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about complete healing, okay? Ooh, don't get me started today. Don't get me started. Make that change. Man in the mirror. Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. Make that change. Whose Virgo birthday is August 29th? I love the fact that I share a birthday with Michael Jackson. That's just so great. Okay. Yeah, Man in the Mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and make that change. What is it that you're trying to do? You want to cut your hair, color your hair, lose some weight. Stop talking so negative about yourself. Appreciate your divinity for who you are, your masculinity for who you are, whatever. Make the change that you want to make, not for what others want to make for you or what others wants to suggest that you do. Okay? You don't need someone else to fix you, Virgo. You don't need someone else to fix you. Like I said, they can make suggestions. They can say, well, you should do this or you should do that. But sometimes that can be a little condescending because they're trying to be funny. They're trying to talk about you in a roundabout kind of way. So just turn your back to it. Don't even worry about it. Don't be the villain, but also don't be the motherfucking victim. You don't need this person to fix you. Escapist. Come home to yourself. Okay? Come home to yourself. Meditate. What's that sound I'm hearing? Woosah. I don't know why I'm hearing woosah. Okay? Say something that's some sort of chant that's going to help you climb into the ethers so you can figure out who you are, where you're going, the messages. Make sure you're meditating in your spiritual bath or in your bed at night. Do something that's going to help you calm. Even write, journal something. If something is bothering you, put it in a book, journal it. What is bothering you? What is it that you need to talk about? If you don't have anybody to talk about, write it in a book. Write it in a book. Write it in your journal. Okay? And go back on a year from now and see what happens. Feather, think first before you judge. Okay? Think first before you judge. That's with any of us. Okay? I try my best not to get in the middle of somebody talking about people, because when I was younger, I was really, really bullied in school. And I hate to see people getting bullied, and I hate to see people getting talked about. I have sometimes people come in my office and they'll say something negative. Now I will listen, if whatever this resident is doing that's a detriment to the building or themselves, and then I'm going to have to say something, or if they're a hoarder or got a bed bug issue or something like that, I'm going to say something. But if they're talking negative about somebody, like she slept with somebody in this apartment or he did that, I don't like talking about people because I don't like people talking about me, period. I just don't do that. But think before you judge. That's with yourself and that's with others. Because just because that person has an issue with that person over across the room doesn't mean you have the issue. Don't make it your issue by listening to the BS. Okay, and support each other. Okay, that's what we're here for. You can manifest your every wish. I was going to say that when you're writing in your journals, okay, or creating vision boards, make sure you write what you want. Make sure if you're dreaming about something or something that you want to do, write it out. I remember when I was younger, I had this thing about, I still have some manifestations that I want to come into fruition. I would always say, when I grow up, I want a blue car, and I'm going to blast my music while I'm going to blast my jazz music while I'm driving down the street. So why do I have a blue car and I blast my jazz music when I'm driving down the street? So, manifest these dreams and what is these wishes that you think about. things that you forgot about when you were younger. If there's something that you were thinking about when you were younger, something that you want to do, haven't you all seen some of that by now in your life? They actually came true without you even realizing. That's because you manifested it. That's because you manifested it. Do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. If there's something you don't like about you, if you have some kind of skin issue, some kind of skin problem or whatever, you don't have to hide yourself out of embarrassment because of what everybody might say. Do it for you. Okay. I have a skin disorder called neurofibromatosis. My mother had it. It runs in my family. Her mother had it. I can't change it. I can't cover them all up. That's just the way it is. I was born that way. Some of it is embarrassing, but I can't change that. That's still, if you have skin flaws that you can't cover up, that people can see, you can't be ashamed of it. This is just who you are. You can't change it. Either they accept you or they don't. You can walk the fuck away. Okay. You don't have to always hide your flaws. Okay. We have this here. This person is saying, I'm enjoying my life. Vitiligo here. Maybe you have vitiligo or someone in your family. Two, something about, I don't know. What is it? I don't know. It may be vitiligo is where, thank you, Spirit. Albino. Albinoism. Well, anyway, albino, something like that. But you don't have to always cover up your flaws. There's somebody for everybody. There is somebody for everybody. I may have this skin disorder, y'all, but I have really got some really handsome men in my life in the past. I've had some really, really good looking men. My mother said, "Oh, you can pick some really good looking men." I said, "Yeah, that's the Virgo in me, Mama. I know." But yeah, so what you may not like or appreciate about yourself, somebody else will. Don't keep covering up your flaws. Okay, go with the flow. Do it for you, not for anybody else. Not because I'm suggesting it or having this intimate conversation about some personal aspects of my life. We're here for a reason to support each other in every aspect of our lives, no matter what it is. Okay. That's the tower. Unplug and relax for a spell. If you've hit rock bottom, or if you've gotten to the point to where I just can't take this shit no more, take a break. Okay. Light your candles, sip on your tea, get you, some kind of lotus blossom scents or whatever. Have your crystals with you and just have a good time and just chill the fuck out. Relax. When you hit that tower moment, that's the perfect time for you to say, I'm done. I'm just going to unplug everything. I'm just going to sit the fuck back and relax. Okay? Because that's what I need. Some clarity in my life. And I just need to let it go. And I'm doing this for me. Okay? And that's a good time for you to set your manifestation skills into action too. Put them into action. Let them go. If you've been the victim of abuse, but that's separate. I'm hearing that of bullying or fat shaming or whatever, and people have broken you down and could cause this tower moment. Maybe had some suicidal thoughts or tendencies or attempted suicide issues. Or whatever, you got to let it go. Okay. Hit the tower moment. You at rock bottom. That's the perfect time to say, Spirit, I need you. I can't do this by myself. I need you more than ever. Sit down and pray, write in your journal, even do a prayer journal, whatever suits you. But you got to let them go. You got to let that negativity go. You got to let the negative things that these people have said and done to you, let it go. Can't keep holding on to it. Okay. You can't let them burn away your future. Okay. Homeward, take yourself out on a date. Okay, take yourself out on a date. Don't do it by yourself. I do it all the time. I will put my clothes on. I will get my readings done in the daytime. Get in my shower. Do what I got to do. Take my spiritual bath. Put me on some clothes and go to a movie in a minute. Go to a jazz concert in a minute. What? By myself. I surely will. I've been to concerts by myself. I think the last concert, not the last one, but my most enjoyable I went to. It was a Michael Bolton concert. I had me a ball in that Michael Bolton concert by myself, screaming and yelling and singing the songs with the best of them. Had a ball by myself. Don't hurt to be by yourself, Virgo. Sometimes being by yourself is going to help you grow. Okay? Castle. It's time for healing, not war. We've been talking about healing for a minute. We've been talking about hitting tower moments and being that tower moment is going to help us balance things out in our lives. And most of all, it's going to help us heal. And that's what we need most of all. Actually, the reading I put out for you last night had something to do about healing. It was the priestess of light oracle message. Oh, that was from the message from the Divine Mother, but that too said something about healing. Okay. The one I put out about healing was the night before last. Hard truth. That was a hard truth message for you. From brokenness comes complete healing. And here we are again. It's time for healing and not war. Stop fighting the funk. Stop allowing these people what they say and do to keep you bound and stuck. Heal. It's time to let go and heal. Forgive and heal. You don't have to forgive them face to face or over the phone. Forgive them through spirit and move on with your life. Let them go. Okay. When you completely heal, when you completely forgive that person through spirit, let them go and wash your hands of it. Okay. You never needed those wings to fly, Virgo. You've never, ever needed this motherfucking crutch. You've never, ever needed an excuse to fly, to start over. Okay. Sometimes the best and biggest blessings is when we start over. I got fired from my job October of 2018, okay, as a manager. It's a whole bunch of policies and shit that was going on there, negative stuff, very toxic environment. I couldn't find a job to save my life, but the entire time I was off, my mother was sick. My mother passed away November 21st of last year. The job I'm currently at, a manager position, they called me that Sunday, the day after my mother passed. I couldn't find a job to save my life. I was so worried about my income, y'all. I almost lost my car, but you all remember that. You helped me keep my car, and I thank you for that. And I didn't lose anything, lights, gas, nothing got cut off, and I still have my car to this day. I still have my house to this day. I'm so thankful that God saw fit to keep me here, but also I'm so thankful that God put me losing that job the way when it happened so I can take care of my mother. I lost that job in October. My mother got sick in January. Okay. But that November, she was at my house. Spirit told me that would be her last Thanksgiving. She passed away 5 days before Thanksgiving. So things happen for a reason, you all. It may hurt when it happens, when that tower moment hits, it may hurt like hell. But sometimes that's for the best. That's for the best. I'm more happier than I've ever been on any job. Okay. Because Spirit told me I wanted to leave that job. I wasn't able to find another job. So I was having panic attacks and everything. So Spirit took me out of that job because I was getting ill. Okay. And I'm so thankful that I left that job alone. You have people you work with who got pissed off because I became the boss. They didn't like that. Okay. But anyway, this is for you, not me. But I'm here to support each other. So if you all have some stuff to talk about, put it in the comments. Okay. What have you all experienced in the tower moment? But that tower moment turned out to be a blessing for you. A blessing in disguise. Okay. Thorns. We weave together the crown you deserve. Okay. Weave together the crown you deserve. And what story do you want to talk about? And do you want to tell while you're weaving your throne? Is it going to be a black stone thorn crown rather? Is it going to be a beautiful red, blue, and white? Whatever you want to do with that throne. How is it going to be? How are you going to present it to the world when you put that crown on your head? What story are you going to come out with? A dark and dim story or a beautiful story that's worth its weight in gold and then some? Tell it. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself, Virgo. Stand up for yourself. Put that crown on your head, tilt to the side, and tell that bitch to fuck off. Okay? You got to stand up for yourself. You got to. We've been talking about that for a minute too. Okay? Something lovely will grow from this. Listen, something lovely will grow from this. I told you. I lost that job, you all. I was so upset, but at the same time, I was so glad because I was so stressed out. I think it was 122 units that I had to manage. 13 floors, 300 and some odd residents, a bunch of problems. And the worst of all was the motherfucking staff. Something beautiful came out of this. Okay. I was able to journey my mother to the other side. Okay. The job found me because I interviewed 2 months before the guy called me back. But things happen for a reason. Whatever you're going through, just know something lovely is going to come from your tower. Slay them all. You've slayed a lot of people, a lot of situations. Okay. You have slayed so much, and you should be very, very thankful for where you are, for what you have become. Okay. I can't even think of that. It'll come to me in a minute, y'all. Expectations. Don't seek somebody else's approval. If they don't like you, fuck them. If they're not attracted to you, fuck them. Okay? If they don't love you, fuck them. If you get fired from a job, fuck it. Okay? Oh, believe in yourself, not for who you are, but for who you have the power to become. That was our high school anthem when I was in high school. I never forgot that. Okay, we have mirror. Treat your body like the palace that it is. I don't care if you weigh 100 pounds or 250 pounds. Love the boo in you. Okay? Love the boo in you, no matter what size you are. If you got a problem with it, fix it. Treat your body like the palace that it is. Because there's somebody out there who's going to want you, Virgo. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. If you don't like your body, like I said, fix it. But some of you may be uncomfortable. Some of you may be covering up your flaws. I cover up my flaws. I admit that, But that's from a lifetime of having the skin thing that I have, So yeah, it comes with time. I still cover up my flaws. I've had surgeries to remove, these moles, but they keep coming back in certain places, and so it varies. Everybody has something that they don't like about themselves. So it comes with time. Sometimes I just say fuck it, and other times it bothers me, but that's just like I've had it forever. I'm 48 years old. So sometimes we just don't like the skin we're in, and that's just something that we have to deal with, But Spirit is telling you, treat your body like the palace that it is. We had the card earlier where somebody was showing their skin flaws and wearing a beautiful sundress. You'll never catch me in a sundress. I'm just not going to do that shit. But to each his own. To each his own. Okay. Confidence comes with practice. It's an everyday battle. Okay. And you don't have to seek anybody else's approval. If they don't like you, fuck them. Like I said. Don't be afraid to sing. You see, I don't know how to sing, but when I hear words in my head, the music just comes out. You don't have to like it, okay? There's a message to my madness, and there's a message to the music, okay? And we have Phoenix. How's that for a happily ever after, Virgo? You are a motherfucking Phoenix. Act like it, okay? Mural. Be your own first priority. Tell your story, write your story, draw your story, whatever. I wrote my story about my childhood incest. It's on Amazon. Okay, it's a book, Kindle. Okay, it's Stolen Innocence. It's on Amazon. I've told my story, and I'm still telling my story. I'm telling my stories. Okay, paint your mural. Be your own first priority. Tell your story, because there are other people out there who have experienced the same thing you have, Virgo. And we have doubt. Don't doubt your worth. I am always enough. I'm Virgo, earthly, and I'm always enough. Tell your story. And in it, somewhere in it, you tell others that I am always enough. You tell others you are always enough. Tell them you are all that in a bag of motherfucking spicy chips. And we have here, forgive. That's the hallmark of this reading for you and for me. Forgive. Forgive. If you don't do anything else to that person who hurt you, to that person who molested you, to that person who kicked you in your motherfucking face, kicked you in your stomach, did something to you that hurt you, slapped you across the face, called you a bitch or a motherfucking hoe, whatever, forgive them. You don't have to forgive them face to face. Forgive them through spirit. That's going to help you heal. Okay? I was going to use these, but I don't feel the need to. Okay? Bottom of the deck, though. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. You've done the work, Virgo. Abundance flows to you now. All right, y'all. I loved this message. It's spoke to me a whole lot. Okay, and I hope that it spoke to you. It's different from anything I've done for you when it comes to the storytime readings. So if you like this message, let me know and we can do it again. Well, we will do it again next week. I'll use a different deck, but I'll use an oracle deck. So let me know how it resonates. If you watched to the end, tell me I watched to the end. If I have 10 people or more to put in the comments that they watched to the end, I'll choose one of you to give a free 20-minute reading to. All right? I have to get 10 or more. Talk to you later. In the comments, 10 or more. I'll watch to the end, and I'll write those names down, put them in a bowl or something, and shake them up and have my daughter pull one out, and we'll see who the winner is. But it has to be 10 or more to tell me in the comment section. I watched to the end. Free 20-minute reading. All right. Talk to you later.